Hello, I am Brianna, and welcome to My Life on Paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. I am playing along with May I Scraplift You, where we each pick out our own person to scraplift their layout. Today I am scraplifting Jody Compton, and she is Floppy Eared Farm on YouTube. I will have her links below, and make sure you go check her out. I really enjoy watching her videos. I have two pictures of Eliza. They were like kind of headshots for pharmacy school. And her shirt just brings out the blue in her eyes. I love this. So I am trimming them down, and I believe they're 3.5 by 3.5, which is going to work well for this page. I actually have the name of the papers. It's a scrapbooking kit from close to my heart, and it is called Magnifique. Um, it is from when I was a consultant 20 years ago, so it's not something that's available. Well, okay, let's go back. Close to my heart is no longer close to my heart, so it's not available. Anyway, um, I have a lot of this paper left, and I barely touch it for this layout, but this is a good layout for using some scraps. I'm just going to take an inch off, and I think I grabbed a couple or maybe one more paper than what Jody's got on hers. Um, not that anybody's counting except for me. So I trim them all down to 1 inch, and then I will layer them. I also do bring out my notebook border punch, and I will punch one of the papers to look like the ones on Jody's layout. And then I also will grab oh, you can see the stencil right there. It is a Simple Stories stencil. I have not used this yet. I love a good stencil that you can use like on every page, right? So uh what kind of page can you not use a camera on, right? So I suppose maybe one without a picture, maybe you wouldn't want to use it, but you could. You can see how easy it is to use this, the punch. I just want to show, like, I'm just lining it up super easy. Takes no time to punch that. And I do have um a collection of border punches, um, the more rounded notebook punch as well as the square one. I'm using the round one there. So I go into my close to my heart inks, and I find a lagoon, and I'm going to use that for the stencil. And on Jody's stencil, or her background, it looks like she's done, where some are, it kind of is a gradient from darker to lighter. So I did try to accomplish that as well. Um, Making the cameras darker on top and then kind of get lighter as it goes down. I will have a list below of everyone that's playing along with May I Scraplift You. We all get together the second Saturday of the month. Um, And then, oh, and in May, it is a daily series, which is fun as well. Um, and here you can see that I am just doing kind of a lighter job on the cameras as they go down and kind of fade away. Um, on the right, you can see I have brown florals, something probably you don't see very often. I went stash diving, and those tabs, I can't even tell you where they came from. In fact, I think I just threw the rest of the packaging away, but they were like from 2000, I want to say 5. That could be an overestimation, but I want to say they were from 2005. So I'm slowly using those. Um, there, I just pull out the picture to make sure, and there is the result, the reveal there, and I'm liking it. So I'll then work on the other side. I'll do pretty much the same thing. Do I work from top up, or yeah, no. I'll start with the darker ones on the bottom and then work my way up. You can see I'm using the same 3 rows of cameras. These pictures are from May of this year of 24. And in case you're new here, I work chronologically. However, or I should say, I put my layouts away chronologically, and I jump within that time period, and doing what inspires me. So I have about the last year to kind of go through pictures and find what I want to be working on next. And actually, in that is this might sound crazy to you guys, but in over a year, okay, that I'm working on right now. I have 5 albums, and I know that's a lot. 5 albums. I don't know if you can relate. Um, where I have like, some of them have actually pictures tucked in of ones that'll be next. I do have iris containers, well, 4x6 iris containers, um, that do have printed pictures working their way out. But some of them, especially I think because I have a crop coming up this month, and it's easier when they're kind of stuffed in their photo, what do you call that? A page protector. They're easy to grab and go then. So 5 albums. Tell me if that's unusual for you or not. Um, and then as far as the topic of what to do with those albums when I'm gone, um, it's not a me problem. I do this because I love it. I love telling the story. I love creating, and my 3 kids can do whatever they want, and I can tell you they won't be fighting over them. So all right, so I have my strips there. I have my notebook punched strip there. I've got my pictures about where I want them. I'm working on just layering these strips. I've cut them down to different heights, and this is where I am working on being random. I'm not really good at random, but I think I did a good job of just kind of randomly laying them down in the middle there. I'm working on a video for Mixed Media Mayhem right now that should have gone live yesterday. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to use these same papers because I'm using blue, and these are just such pretty different shades of blue that you'll, if you've seen my video from yesterday, you might recognize these papers. Uh, they are like peacock. I don't know if you can tell from the blue. There is actually one pattern paper that has a peacock on it. Obviously, you don't have to have peacocks or even like peacocks to use this collection. Here I'm just going to use a little strip of paper to put over one part of the picture, like Jody has done on hers. I will do it on the right on the bottom photo, on the left on the top photo, and then I will get, oh, here's my flowers. Okay, so these flowers, I have a lot of flowers in my stash. I get them from all over the place. If I find we have kind of like sales at crops and things, I'll pick some up. I have too many. I've been using them as I've been working on my base pages this month, and I'm going to layer those both to use on my layout. I'm going to use that tab, um, and I'm going to stamp on this layout. I'm going to find some little wordy bits, and I will be stamping on the tabs. And I will use my liquid glue to adhere those flowers together. The brown one is a fabric. Well, actually, that blue one on the bottom is also a fabric flower. The liquid glue doesn't work the best on there. Um, one of the flowers just come apart later, and so off camera, and I think it's the one on the bottom there, off camera, I think I end up using some foam tape to adhere them together. That blue one, I believe, is a close to my heart one. Um, it just, and it was probably meant to go with a collection similar to this. That brown one on the top there on the left is also close to my heart. And then these little gems, they're actually called pearls. They're self-adhesive. They're from Kaiser Craft, and they are actually the color pewter. So they make the perfect middle there. I'm going to use these fun foam stickers. At first I didn't realize on Jody's, I just saw the top one. So I just saw, um, I think it says before. Or no, it says then. And what I don't realize right now is that on the bottom, next to the bottom photo, it says now. And so I'm throwing my title up there, and I have the word dream. And later on, I'll bring another word in because I realize she has 2 words there, and I could have just went with the dream. But I did like the idea of having another word down next to the other photo. This is close to my heart tab. I have iris boxes of of different colored embellishments. So if I'm not using a collection, or if my collection doesn't have embellishments, I'll go in there and grab some. So that is from there. And I will use some stars that match the title. And I will grab my LA Studio puffy stickers. Now I'm down to not many. I've got more than this because I've separated some out to colors, but um, these work on any layout. So I need to go and get me some more of these. They're hearts and stars, and they're all in different shades of different colors. All right, so I'm gonna take this light blue heart and put that down. And then the dots are also LA Studio as well as that star. And these are close to my heart. I got them at a retreat as a prize. They're cork, and I love them. And so I will intersperse those with my LE Studios stickers just for a little bit of interest. There's hearts of different sizes, and then there's flowers of different sizes. I think I stayed away from the flowers. With that being said, I might bring one in. So here I have Tim Holtz word, and it was just too big. So I um, go and I find my LE Studio. I love LE Studio. And if I didn't have so much scrapbook stuff, I would buy from them all the time. Sorry for getting my head in here, but I knew that I was going to need to get my face closer to see that I could stamp that. The top one says adventure. Then the one I just stamped says 100% awesome, and I did do it in black since it's on brown. The top one I used that same Lagoon stamp or ink to do that. And then I went and got my chipboard wordy bits from Stamperia, and I put on the top reach for the stars. And then I didn't realize, well, so I put find joy in the journey is what I put down there. Now I'm gonna go, this is where I notice that I need another word or I want another word down there, and I use joy. And what I didn't notice was that find joy in the journey and then the word joy, which sometimes you don't want to repeat words, but I like the way those two go together. So, but I didn't honestly even notice that I used both joys until I was editing this video. So I'm going to use my Distress Mica Stain and Shiny Bauble just to put some splatters around. I feel like it just finishes this page. And that'll do it for this layout. So I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and come back tomorrow to see a video from me for Sketch Sunday.